So let's say what is IQ service in IAQ. So basically, IQ service is a native Windows service that enables IAQ to participate in Windows environment and access information only available through Windows API. So basically, we use this in Active Directory connector and some more connectors as well. So if you want to provision anything on Active Directory end, you need IQ service. So because like Active Directory is a .NET framework and IQ is a Java, so IQ service as a act as a mediator to provisioning things on Active Directory. So this is a reference which you can use. I will be attaching this in the description as well. So there are some comments which you need to use and some prerequisite and what are the like considerations for IQ service installation. You can see. Means I'll just give overview and basics on IQ service. Rest of things will be available in this site. So the connector which supports IK service are like Active Directory, Azure Active Directory, HCL, Domino, Microsoft SharePoint Server, and Windows Local Direct. So then the consideration. So consideration for IQ service like the supported operating system. We have 2022, 19, 16, 2012 R2 and 2012. Then the version compatibility. So let's say if you are installing SailPoint, like it's a fresh installation, then each package will have IQ service folder inside bin. And if you are upgrading or if you are going for patch, yeah, you need to consider the IIQ upgrade or fresh installation as well. Like you need to uninstall the current version and go for the newer version if you are upgrading IIQ application. Let's say you are on 8 and if you are going to 8.23 or whatever the version, so each version has its own IQ service. Then you need to unzip it and just follow the same process which you follow for installation. Then upgradation consideration is like backup the current version. Let's say if you are upgrading the IQ service and backup the current installation before uninstalling to aid troubleshooting with new versions. Uninstall IQ service and then install the new version on IQ service. This pairs the entry in registry associated with existing IQ service. So these are the installation recommendation and these are the operating system we have and version compatibility, like go with a newer version for each IQ service, means IAQ installation with IQ service. Then you to consider TLS configuration and certificate as well. uh, so wherever you have installed IAQ, means a sale point, so on those server you need to import IQ service certification as well, so that there should be a proper handshake between your IQ service and the Identity IQ server as well. Then you need to configure certificate on IQ service as well. So the all steps will available in the site. The installation steps now. So this is the important thing. Uh, like basically IQ service is just an .exe file, so you just need to install. There are some commands to do that, and it's a simple 3-4 step installation. First you need to create a directory called IQ service. So whatever the service server which you have selected, let's say you have selected one Windows server. On that Windows server, whatever the drive you select in, let's say if you have selected a C drive, inside a C drive just create a IQ service folder. That's the first step actually. Then extract the zip file which is available in the win folder. Then you need to execute some series of command, like just go to the folder. Inside folder there will be .exe file. Open command prompt or PowerShell. Just go for iqservice.exe-i, which will install the services. Then you need to configure TLS ports and all. And then starting the service. Either you can start from the console or a command prompt itself, or you can go to a service and just right click start. So that will also helps. Then you need to update trace parameters. Means for logging, so entry level, whatever the level you want, you can enable the trace. Then the next step will be configuring IK service client authentication. So to configure the client authentication, you need to have a domain user whose credential can be used for a connection between IAQ and IQ service. So this user must be able to self authenticate on IQ service host machine. To ensure that the authenticate works correctly, IQ service expects that the client to send the credentials of user that is already registered with every request. So that you can do it like, again, go to service and right click on the IQ service, then properties, and you can update the configurations there. Like you need to provide a domain user, password, and all. Then the same steps for upgrading as well. So you need to back up the existing version, then stop the service, then a kill, like again .exe hyphen k will kill the things. Then hyphen u will install the uninstall the IQ service, then extract the new version. Then the same step which we have seen in the installation, like extract the IQ service, then hyphen I and hyphen s to start. So IQ service before and after script. So how it works is like, let's say, like IAQ provides most of the provisioning functionality for many system through its connectors. So some system provide a better integration interface from Windows platform compared to other platform. Hence, like connectors for such system requires IQ service like deployed on Windows system, and IQ service implementation performs the provisioning functions like add user, connect to the group, and all. So IQ service functions are called by IQ connector implementation. So in addition to the basic action, some organization may require a supplementary actions performed by each function from the Windows system. So which I already made videos. Actually, like you can call PowerShell script from the IIQ, so that like script will be executed from IQ service. So what happens is, like, if you want to create a mailbox, if you want to create, means if you want to execute a PowerShell command, so what you can do is you can have a bean shell rule which will call the PowerShell rule. And again, PowerShell rule in the sense, bean shell rule, like in embedded, like PowerShell is embedded in bean shell. So you need to have a two rule, one to call the PowerShell rule. That PowerShell rule will have a like the rule will have a PowerShell as well. Like I already made video where you need to call the rule which will create home directory, mailbox, or let's say if you want to get some users information, so which can't be done through a connector, you can do those things. Means basically those things are called as before and after scripts. So if you like, once you configured like all installation done, this is where you need to give the host, port name, user, and password, and use TLS. Like if you have configured the certificate on the server, you can enable this. This is where we use IQ service configuration. Then the next thing is like each installation. Here I have example for 8.3p4. So under webinf bin we have IQ service dot zip folder. So this is where you will have, like, inside webinf bin and win, you will have it. So once you unzip it, it will look like this. It's a software. So what I was saying is, you just need to go here and you can use a PowerShell or whatever command prompt or anything. So this is what I was saying. Like from this path, you can have a IQ service. Like once it is opened, what you can do is, there are some series of commands, like for installation hyphen I, for running the service hyphen s, and for enabling the traces you have hyphen l and all. You can enable the traces. For killing the service hyphen k, and for uninstall it's -u. Install is -i and uninstall is -u, and all the commands is available under this link. So yeah, you can go through the links and it will have all the list of commands which you can use for installation and updating the loggers and all. So once it is once all the configuration done, you can also check the registry where you will have port enabled and all for the IQ service software. Yeah, this is all about IQ service, like what is the use of IQ service and all. So if you are going for Active Directory provisioning or any connectors which I have shown here, so if you want to go for provisioning for this connector, you need IQ service. So the like whenever you trigger any provisioning for any particular Active Directory accounts, all the loggers will be available in IQ service. Like any failures you can check in the IQ service logger itself. So how it happens is the log file will be created in the same folder which you have created in the server IQ service folder itself. And again, for PowerShell commands, the after or before script comments for all, that also you can have the loggers here itself. Like if you want to create a home directory mailbox or any operations which requires PowerShell, so you can have a loggers are placed in this folder itself. And whenever there is a failure on for troubleshooting purpose, you can come here and you can check for the loggers. Yeah, this is all about IK service. Thanks for watching.